TikTok Shop affiliates, I'm going to give my reasoning on why I think sales are down. And no, sales aren't down for everyone. I think there's a reason behind it, and I'm going to give my take on it. If you think the star creators aren't being affected by this, trust me, they are. I spoke to multiple, and they are all getting affected by this. But I'm going to give my reasoning on why I think this is happening. All of you know about the GMV max. So I'm going to give you an actual deep explanation on how it works. Pretty much, TikTok will make more money if there's money being spent on ads. It's a reason why Facebook do about 195 billion a year, and TikTok only do 15 billion a year. Because beforehand, it used to be a case of, oh, post an organic video, if it does well, you'll get a bunch of views. I personally think you'd be a fool if you think that's going to last forever, because people were making hundreds of thousands of pounds just by posting videos with no ad spin behind them. And this is why I think all the star creators were doing so well at that time. Now I'm going to explain why I think their sales are dropped, and why I also think that it's not going to come back unless they make changes. This is for every single creator as well. Before you think it's an algorithm change, I don't think it will change much from what it is now. Because TikTok make more money from having GMV max, it would be stupid of them to get rid of it. It would also be stupid of them to allow the platform to just run off organic. It wouldn't work. If you look at the top creators, and yes, I know this is controversial, a lot of their content isn't that good. Just do a massive amount of volume, and don't get me wrong, they work extremely hard, but it's basically just a product review, and it has no real understanding of content behind it. And yes, there will be some creators that do understand content to a really good level, but for the most people that make the most amount of money on the app, they just post a shit ton of volume. And it's just a basic product review. And what you have to understand is that GMV max will not pick those videos up anywhere near as much as they will as an actual high quality piece of content. What I mean by that is understand the analytics, understanding visual hooks, verbal hooks, text hooks, understanding the psychology behind sales, literally everything. I personally think there's no longer the days of just holding a product up and just selling it. You've actually got to get deep into the content and really understand why something works, rather than just pumping out volume and just knowing one will hit eventually. Yes, there still will be some massive creators that are able to do that because their personality is just so good. But for the majority, their sales are going to fall off a cliff unless they change their content style. I genuinely think that, and we've already seen it happen in the US at the minute. Some of you may have watched Jimmy Farley, some of you may not have. If you haven't, I highly suggest you do, because his contacts will be a lot stronger than anyone's in the UK's, because he has one of the biggest creator groups on the planet, if not the biggest. And he's in the US, which means whatever's happening over there is going to happen over here eventually. I'll explain this in a way that a lot of you need to hear. This is what's going to happen with GMV max. The top creators who make the best content will be making a shit ton of money and more than they did beforehand. And the ones that are once doing good, that were just pushing a bunch of volume out and actually no real intent beyond the post, are going to be down here making next to nothing. And the creators that are small, that are not posting a lot, and they don't have a good content style, are going to be down here and they're going to stay here. Beforehand, those creators would be able to do good numbers and match those top affiliates. But now, I think that's going to completely change. That's just my take on it and what's happening in the US, which will always happen in the UK, and everyone knows this if you've been in this game for a long time. I've been in this game nearly 2 years and I've seen it happen time and time again. But that is just my take on it, and I think it is useful to know, genuinely.